What if Little Red Riding Hood carried a weapon, chased down the truth about her grandmother, and crossed paths with a fugitive cyborg princess in the middle of an interplanetary rebellion? Hello, book lovers. Today we are talking about Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, the second book in the Lunar Chronicles, and this one completely stole my heart. Question of the day. Do you love when a series expands its world with new characters, or do you prefer sticking closely to the original cast? Scarlet picks up right where Cinder left off. Cinder is trying to break out of prison, knowing she will become the Commonwealth's most wanted fugitive if she succeeds. At the same time, we follow Scarlet Benoit, whose grandmother has mysteriously disappeared. What begins as a personal search quickly turns into something much bigger, layered with secrets, danger, and the looming threat of Queen Lavanna. What I absolutely loved is how Scarlet builds on the foundation that Cinder created. Cinder introduced us to a futuristic New Beijing, prejudice against cyborgs, identity struggles, and the beginning of something much larger. Scarlet takes all of that and expands it with a dual narrative that feels richer, deeper, and more emotionally layered. Scarlet herself is fiery, determined, and incredibly loyal. Her bond with Wolf was one of my favorite parts of this book. Wolf is a street fighter with a mysterious past, and while he comes across as intense and dangerous, there is also a shy, awkward softness to him. Their connection feels earned. It is protective, tender, and built on mutual growth. They challenge each other, they learn to trust each other, and that slow development made their dynamic incredibly satisfying for me as a reader. Cinder's journey continues beautifully as well. She is still wrestling with her identity and her lunar side, and we see her slowly accepting parts of herself she once feared. Thorn adds humor and unexpected guidance, and Eco brings warmth and comic relief that lightens even the tensest moments. The real magic of this book for me is the emerging found family. Strangers become allies. Allies become protectors. Through shared danger, small acts of care, and quiet loyalty, this ragtag group starts to feel like home. If you know me, you know I am a sucker for found family and relationship-driven stories, and this delivered completely. In terms of weaknesses, the pacing at the very beginning might feel a bit slower for readers who want immediate action. And because it is the second book in a series, you absolutely need to start with Cinder to fully appreciate the emotional weight and world building. This is not a standalone. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars because it does exactly what a sequel should do. It deepens character arcs, expands the world, raises the stakes, and strengthens emotional bonds without losing the heart of the story. This is perfect for teens and young adults, especially readers 13 and up who love fairytale retellings, sci-fi dystopias, strong heroines, slow-burn protective romances, and stories where relationships matter just as much as the plot. As someone who loves character growth, layered world building, and protective bonds that feel real, Scarlet felt like everything I want from YA fantasy. It is exciting, romantic in subtle ways, emotionally satisfying, and it pushes the larger rebellion forward in a way that makes you immediately want to continue the series. If you have read Cinder, you need to continue with Scarlet. And if you have not started the Lunar Chronicles yet, I highly recommend beginning with Cinder and diving straight through. Let me know your answer to the question of the day in the comments. Do you love when new characters completely change the dynamic of a series? If you enjoyed this review, please like, comment, share this video with your fellow book lovers, and subscribe to Hello Book Lovers for more honest, passionate book reviews to help you choose your next read.